So last night we had AEW, and it started off with. Why did it? What was the? Was there any storyline behind this match? CM Punk versus Dax Hardwood.
If there was, I don't remember.
Dax is in with MJF. Maybe some connection there. I don't know. I think it was just the idea to let's have a good match.
All right. Which is my problem with this company. It's like I think a lot of their booking, they think that like they don't need a lot of storyline because the guys are going to have a good match. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, this was a good match. I was watching it, but I didn't really care. You know, if you knew Hardwood wasn't going to win, and if Punk beat this guy, I didn't really think that there was, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I guess they started something with the Gunn brothers. They were in ringside yelling at the FTR.
Yeah, they're starting with whatever. FTR, yeah, because FTR's turning face.
So after the win, Punk makes the title belt motion while standing in the ring, like, "Hey, the belt, so it's whatever." What'd you think of this, Konnan?
I thought it was good old school wrestling, like kind of like what we grew up with. It wasn't really lucha. It wasn't a spot fest. It wasn't the
except for one spot.
Yeah,
and they could have done without this because it happens in every match. The thing where you sit there and let the guy forearm you in the face back and forth absolutely did not need it in this match because it happens in every match. But they still did that spot. And I'm like,
well, bro,
I was like, God, guys, why are you doing that? This is a good match. It's like I would have so much respect for this match if they did all the things that everybody else doesn't.
What would you rather than do? Punch each other, right?
Well, the 1-2, just punch back and forth, boom. Right, somebody did the 1-2, the 1-2 punch each other, and they look good.
Me too.
Like I'm
saying. But I'm not against the forearms. But I'd throw punches, bro.
Yeah, right. It's fighting.
Right.
Right. It does. Yeah.
And so, but anyways, here's what I liked about Dax, and I don't know if you noticed this, bro. He sells everything like Regal used to do. Remember, Regal would sell absolutely everything.
He's very polished.
Yes.
He's very. I mean, that's why people say he may be one of the best wrestlers. Even though he's stuck in a tag team and everything, from a technical work standpoint, he's excellent.
Yeah. Here's the other thing, bro. People, they're really into Punk. He may not be a ratings draw or, but they're live. They're into him.
Yeah, they are
for sure.
And I tell you what, I honestly, if I were him. Because I just think the visual does not match what he's trying to sell. Bro, I would shave that gray out of the beard. Like he had the long gray hairs in the beard, and I was like, I don't look at you as like, I don't look at him as like an old guy. But I think
he thinks that looks cool.
Right. When I see the gray, though,
like I'm seasoning,
It just automatically puts a vision in something.
Because I remember how Nash, a lot of times Nash used to say this, and it was like, some guys just like embracing that they're older. He said, "Oh man, I want my hair to turn out all gray like Sam Elliott's." Remember? He would always say that. And I was like, "You want people to see you with gray hair?" But that's something he thought looked cool, and maybe Punk thinks it looks cool. Right. But because if not, he'd be
doing the
covering it up like most guys do.
Yeah.
And what was the other thing I wanted to say this? Oh, I didn't know this to just recently, but I guess Dax Hardwood or whatever his name is a big Bret Hart fan.
Yes,
he is.
They both are.
So all those guys are Bret Hart fans.
Yeah, that's right. They both are, and they use a sharpshooter at the end, which I liked.
I think you're going to eventually see him pop up as their manager, whether it's on special occasions or whatever.
Wow,
they're really teasing it big time. So.
That's why they got rid of Tully?
Yes.
They did Tully wrong, bro. They
just got rid of him, went to commercial, and then he's done.
10 seconds, right. Like with heat.
He didn't even get a word.
Right.
Like you think they would go to him
Tully
and get an interview
somebody off?
Hey, you just got fired, right? I'm like,